and welcome back to episode 35 of Minecraft Ultra Hardcore. Ladies and gentlemen, I did not lie, I AFK'd, and it is crazy what just like a bit of AFKing can do for you. I don't remember exactly what my day count was. I think it was like 14, it was probably around 1450 or something. I probably AFK'd for 100 days, which to be frankly honest is a long time. And I filled these chests up and I came back and they were completely full to their brim multiple times, which I feel like is a bad sign that I was just wasting a whole lot of time standing here, but my experience number went up, and I love when things go up in this game. I love just like the forward progress that you make. Anyways, it's crazy what just like a little bit of AFK can get you. In fact, these need to be crafted down into blocks. Ba 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 boom. We have so much gold that we can work with, and that is our plan for today. Today, we are going to work on building a trading hall so I can get all of this junk off of my hands. We have better things to do with this. Now, I have absolutely no clue where I want to build my Piglin trading hall because that is what I'm going to be doing today. That is something that I will work on later, but for now, I need to show y'all what I have come up with. So, if you could, please excuse the nakedness. I mean, aside from this area right here, this took me so incredibly long to figure out. Specifically, this stupid bit right here, but I'll get to that later. What we've got here is this is not my design. I don't know how to make a 3x3 piston door. This was by, I have it in here somewhere. Okay, I found this. It was like a 10-year-old post on Planet Minecraft by Minelabs. That's where I stole this from. I really need to learn how they work because piston doors are something that like you can use a lot from, just like the piston mechanics. And I bet if I knew how piston doors worked, I would have been able to done this better. But flick this open and you enter the trading hall and you can just shut it right there. So you may recognize kind of what I've got going on. This is a modified version of what I built in the SMP. So you stand here, you come up here, you flick this lever, and it starts raining down with the goodies to the piglins. And in fact, I need to fill my inventory so I don't start picking all of this up. Okay, so all of the items get chucked to me, and since I can't hold them, they fall, they hit this, and they go down. So let's go out of here. They get pushed along the ice. How did you get there? Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out what the heck happened there. They get pushed along, they get bounced up here. This was a pain to make. And they get launched across, filtered out, and all of the junk items go right here. I need to put a cactus in to destroy them, but for demonstration purposes, I left it out just so I could see and make sure that everything that I wanted to keep got filtered out. But essentially, that's the deal. I can just stand here, all of the items will get traded, the good stuff will get chucked to me. What on earth is... Oh, yeah. Okay, so a quirk with this design, you have to have 2 in every cell. If you do not have 2 in every cell, it won't work, and that's why this gold is piling up here. Also, another little quirk, because I'm having them drop from the ceiling, there's a slight chance they'll drop just a little bit too far, like that piece right there. I'm almost certain won't get traded, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So we can flip it off, and then they will stop dropping, and these guys will finish off their trays. We just keep standing here so that they'll filter them into the machine, and we're done. And I don't know necessarily why these landed in the wrong spot. Oh, they probably did that while I went to turn it off. Another unfortunate thing with that lever right there, you kind of have to like do a little bit of manual sorting whenever it's over, just because like these guys they'll just sit here and they won't actually get thrown into the right spot. And I believe the final thing I should mention, as you can see, all of these guys are really mad at me. Now, one thing that y'all have probably noticed is that in the nether, I don't wear gold. I just don't, because it's just so much of a hassle, and I know I'm going to be opening chests. Like in here, wearing gold won't work on these guys, because I'm going to be opening the chests all around them. They're going to aggro on me regardless. And so, I won't be able to use the sword, guys. I'm going, according to the Google search I made, okay? I hinged all of this on the little silly Google search that I made. You can pacify the guys with the crossbows. Same way you can do the pillagers. It has to be a quirk with the crossbows. It has to be a quirk with the crossbows. I'm not quite sure why it happens. But because of that, we're going to need to pacify how many? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I'm going to have to pacify 16 of these guys. And if you watched my last episode, you'll know. And I mentioned how tedious it was to pacify pillagers, and I only did 4. But yeah, that's the business. It's going to take a very long time, which means, unfortunately, our nether hub project is going to be pushed back quite the bit. But it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. It's going to be so sick whenever it's done. Also, I wish... You know, this is so annoying that I have this silly middle block. I'm gonna stub my toe on that so many times, but it is what it is. I felt like this build was just way too big not to. Oh, I'm not in creative. Not to have the 3x3 piston door right there. Or really a larger piston door. I would have loved to fit in a larger piston door, but you know, all of this business here, it was gonna get in the way, and this wasn't happening before. This kind of stuff was not happening before. I don't know why it's doing it. It's kind of getting really annoying. These pushing mechanisms are they're so painful. They are so painful to work with. Because I just like I'll come back one time, it's working, and I'll come back another time and I have the exact same thing set up and then it doesn't work anymore. Yeah, why is there crying obsidian right here? There shouldn't be crying obsidian. That was supposed to get filtered out like right over here. Where is it? Right there. I mean, maybe it's just because maybe I dropped in like a large amount or something. I'm not sure. There is one issue with this machine, and that's that it won't be able to handle, like, say hypothetically every one of these guys dropped crying obsidian at the same time. It would pass right over this because it's only going to be able to hold like 20 crying obsidian before, you know, it just has to go past. The odds are that that's not going to happen, so I'm just going to let those blocks die. I mean, we have so much gold anyways. But anyways, that is what we are doing today in the first order of business. Of course, before I really want to go and find a spot, I want to make sure I have everything for it. And if we load the schematic real quick, we can see the material list. I need almost 14 stacks of blackstone. You know, because I just kind of want to build the whole thing with blackstone, because I love blackstone. And you know, it's just like the lower version of the trading hall that I had, which was also just completely built out of blackstone. And I'm not, you know, what I showed you is not going to be the final design. I just want to have the shell like that, so it's easier to work with and decorate off of to begin with. So I'm gonna sit here for a while, and I came all this way, but forgot to bring the gold. Oh, I'm gonna trade. I'll be back once I have the goodies. Goodies secured. I have a whole lot of blackstone. Our gravel store is getting really nice, but I have an issue. I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do. So one thing that y'all have probably noticed, I do not like getting rid of like anything, because at some point, I'm gonna find a use for all of it. This much crying obsidian? What am I, like, I can understand this much obsidian. This much crying obsidian? What the heck am I gonna do with that? This much soul sand? The only crafting recipe this goes into is making soul torches, or like withers. What do I make? A freaking soul sand mountain? This is gonna get used. For sure, this is gonna get used. This much nether brick? I mean, like, maybe I'll start building, like, I can understand starting to build with nether brick, but at that point, I could just tear down a stronghold. I feel like it'd be so much quicker. This much string? Fire charges, I could probably start setting up some, like, portals that toggle on and off and stuff. This much leather? Yeah. I'm never gonna use as much interpulse. Maybe I need to start making some interpulse stasis stuff. Maybe I need to start working with those. These, I need to make like some funny silly arrow stuff so that it just like launches a ton of arrows, because I'm running out of storage space for these. I need to build something to do with the arrows. But yeah, I'm gonna have, when I'm done building this trading thingy, I'm gonna have so many junk items that I need to figure out what to do with. Specifically leather. What the heck do you do with leather? Like, I'm just gonna need to build like a dedicated sugarcane farm and a dedicated what's it called, wood farm, just so I can turn all of that into bookshelves or something, because that's the only thing I can really understand doing with it. But now that we have the difficult part figured out, I get to go through and I get to find all of the rest of these items. So I'm gonna put a list off to the side, and I will be back once I've got all of the other goodies. Alright, we have got it, all of the other goodies secured. Now we are ready to build the thing, except that's a lot of ice. That is a lot of ice, and I already spent like quite a while just sitting and waiting around for the honey blocks, because I have been neglecting to collect honey for quite a while. And also, something that I noticed, all of my bees are dying, like all of them. I had to breed up a ton of them, and I realized that they actually are, like, these actually are being a problem, and bees are going in there and dying. I'm not sure if the adults are doing that, but I know the babies were, and quite frequently. So I'm either going to have to continue to like rebreed them up here, or I can just build myself a new bee place and continue to neglect these guys. But I don't think I should be doing that, because I kind of like them there. But yeah, I need ice, and I need a lot of ice. The only place I know where I can actually get ice, and I'm pretty sure I can't render it from here anymore because, you know, not even close. I need to... I've been considering installing Bobby so that I can see farther, but I don't know if it's really worth it if I'm still going to have like the nether portal issues that I was having long ago whenever I used Distant Horizons. But over there, way over there, is some snowy biomes. I think it's like a tundra biome, I think, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure if ice will spawn over there in the quantities that I need. No clue. So I think now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a bit of exploration. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop in the portal and I'm going to go to the sand mesa biome that I have that's like way over there, way over there to my knowledge. And I'm just going to continue to travel south from there because I haven't explored down in that direction. And hopefully maybe I'll run into some snowy, icy areas that I could just tear out for all of the blue ice that I need. But before I go, I am going to grab some more steak because I do a whole lot of eating steak. You know, I'm going to be running around a bit. And since I'm here, I'd like to point out my leather stores do not stop at that one place. I have a whole nother double chest up here. At some point, I'm going to be building something that just uses an absurd amount of bookshelves because I don't want to throw that leather out. I'm going to continue to stockpile it and my stash is going to get larger and larger. Okay, we just had some best case scenario. So if you could see negative 5,500, I am very far out, long ways away. But I come over here, and what do I see? There's absolute beauty off in the distance. I was expecting for frozen rivers. I was fine mining that out. But mountains of packed ice? Oh, this is going to be so easy. Yo, there's some goatlies up here. Here, you, give me a horn. Give me a horn. I don't have one. I want one. Charge. Go, come at me. Yo, there is 4 of them here, and I have yet to get a single one of them to charge me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like, I know they're not going to hit anything behind me if I stand right here, but like, they won't even... Am I supposed to aggro them or something? Yeah, no, I'm giving up. I'm giving up. They just don't want me. They don't want to hurt me. I got the goodies though. I got 56 and we're ready. I stripped the top off this island. Now I gotta figure out how the heck to get home. And I think I'm just gonna maybe I'll go to that island over there and I'll build a portal just so that like, I have easy access to come back here later. Actually, that's stupid. Why would I build it all the way down here? I'm building it right here. I'm gonna build it in this little cave right here. It's so nice always having portal building materials on you. I need to grab some more of the portal materials because I'm out of them. Or not out, I'm almost out. But let's see where we are. Oh, this is not a bad spot at all, but I don't know exactly where I am in relation to everything else I have. I did see something though. I saw something a little bit nice right over there. That's a bastion. We haven't found one of those yet. And this could have... I think I'm far enough out. This could have the template, the netherite upgrade template, which unfortunately I don't see a single chest in here. Maybe, hopefully they're not rendering in because of free cam. I haven't explored a bastion ever, so I don't exactly know how they work. Hopefully, I could find the netherite upgrade in there because I forgot to make more netherite before I upgraded. So if I lose anything, I'm not getting it back. And if I want more, I can't have it. I still don't know where my portal and stuff is, and I didn't actually write down the coords for where they were before I came here. So I'm gonna keep looking around. Okay, well, I can't find it. If I ever want to come back, I can just come back through the path from the portal I already have. Coords are right here, future me, if you ever come back trying to find where it is. And if you want to explore the bastion, it's right over there, future me. I'm just going to run back in the overworld. It's fine. Okay, goodies are acquired. I'm pretty sure now I should have everything we need. Let's look it over. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We can build it. We're ready. Now, let's not make the mistake on building it at any of the cardinal axes. And the location of my main portal area is kind of unfortunate because the cardinal axes are, you know, not at 0, on any direction, you know? So I kind of have to pay close attention to where I'm building my stuff. With that being said, it's probably not going to be that difficult to actually make sure I put it in a good spot because I think right over here and to the right is, you know, that could be a good spot. But I do think I have too much in that direction and I'm really heavily considering building it like over here somewhere. Did I do that? Why, that looks like a suspiciously placed path right on the same level as the rest of my stuff has been. I don't know how much room this is going to take, but I think to encourage expansion of my area, I'm going to build it right around here, which means I need to clear a bunch of space out, but I kind of like the location, so I'm going to make my way down there. Alright, so not only have we made our way down there, but we also have done a wee bit of deforestation. And we, I did a little digging out, clearing out. You can see I dug through there. This whole thing now fits in here very nicely. And I think, I really do hope that this is an okay spot to put it. Originally, when I was designing it, I pictured, because I'm going to have to cover up these disgusting things, I'm going to make there be like pillars on either side of the entrance. There's going to be one here, and there's going to be one on this side over here. Hopefully, the entrance will be at an okay height to do all that stuff. Because I need to add more up there to cover that bit, so it'll make it taller. Hopefully this walkway, which I positioned to be at the exact same height as the walkway that I used to come down. So it's just gonna come out, and it's gonna turn, and it's gonna go in. Hopefully this height is an okay height for the bottom, but we'll figure it out later. So now I get to go through and actually build it. And here we have it. To my knowledge, everything is up and ready and good. We have it all completely built. It is here, a real thanks to the wonderful world of Schematica. That mod helps so much, and honestly, at this point, I'm not going back. I will be using it. It's so much nicer than I thought it'd be. It's just so helpful to build this up in creative. This works. Come over here. We'll drop a... Oh yeah, I just recently knocked these out. I forgot those were supposed to be holes until we got the guys in there, which we don't have yet. But we can drop that guy in there, and it goes on its journey. Unfortunately, though, none of these filters are set up, so it's going to be right there. Hello, how are you? Exactly as you should be. So now all that's left is I have to figure out how the heck I'm going to get all of these guys in there and tamed. This is most certainly going to be an ordeal. But that is going to be a project for another time, because as of now I have spent more than enough time on this. I am moving on. And we will of course be moving on to this bad guy. I already did it, so I could just roll the footage. So yeah, this is kind of just what the shell is going to look like before I put in all the... Oh, wrong button. Before I put in all the decorations, this is how it's going to be. And honestly, this side, exactly what I imagined it to be. This side, not so much. I think I'm going to need to put a little bit more work into this area right here. It just feels... It feels like a giant T, that's what it feels like. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to finish it the same way I did over here, all the way over, and then if it still feels bad, then I'll go and fix it. But for now, that is that. Let's move on to the next part that I usually do when I finish, and that's trees. And by trees, I mean get trees, or get leaves. Oh, hello, little guy. Yeah, I already did the trees too, because I'm completely out of leaves. Time for a time lapse of doing tree stuff. And here's our wonderful loot. Loads of spruce here, more spruce, tons of logs, everything I need. Unfortunately, I didn't get any birch. I hope this will last me a while. I've started to... It's really weird. The amount of birch I use fluctuates heavily. Like right around this section, I could say I was using just about the same amount of spruce as I was birch leaves, but over here, I use significantly less birch than I did spruce, and... I'm not gonna lie, I think they look exactly the same, so, hopefully, I'll be able to ration this out well enough. But over here, I'm gonna show off my little trophy collection right now. It has grown quite large. I need to figure out what the heck I'm gonna do with these, because I feel like whatever I can 3 and 7... Okay, that's odd. I feel like whatever I can do with these will be kind of funny, because who the heck has a bunch of just completely used shears lying around? Honestly, I wish that there was a way where I could, display the shears on the wall like you do in an item frame, but it shows the durability all the way down on it. I feel like that's the only way I'd actually be able to use these, visually, other than just having a chest full of them, which is probably what's going to end up happening. But, I can only ask for so much. And you know me, I don't normally ask a whole lot out of Minecraft, but when I ask for something, it's most certainly not going to be to be able to see the durability of something when I put it up on the wall. Nah, I want the new dimension. I want that deep dark dimension. Give me that. Also, I just came over here. I was gonna grab some iron for the sub area because, you know, I use tons of it over there and I need more, but I was looking. I have so many poppies, and I have been saving all of these. To my knowledge, this is every poppy that I've gotten from here, other than like maybe 1 or 2 here or there for red dye. I don't think I've gone and like turned them all into bone meal. I feel like that's something I would have done, but I can't remember doing it. But I have loads of poppies, and I'm thinking like all of these came from an iron golem dying. I think I should make a build where I commemorate all of the golems that have sacrificed to give us loads and loads of iron. I'm thinking we just take like a whole biome. I don't know if I should flatten it or leave it, you know, as it normally is, but just go and cover it in the poppies. I feel like that's something I should do. Like, honestly, right here feels like a good spot. Just completely fill this area with all of those poppies that I've been getting. I think I should do something like that sometime soon. I think that'd be nice. Because, you know, as short of a life as we're giving those golems, we can't just be turning them into iron and then sticking them somewhere. We've got to carry on their memory with their poppies. Well, I was just gonna go in right now, but I seem to have lost all of my statue making materials. I had like 2 stacks of glowing somewhere. Or it was originally back where all of my statues were, but then I remember I accidentally brought it back. And I have no freaking clue where it is. I'm either gonna search around real quick to see if I can figure out where the heck it went. This needs something in it. Or I'm just gonna have to go and manually... Oh, that's right. That's my Enderman loot. Oh, I need to keep collecting them and putting them in there. This guy, should I keep this guy here? I kind of like having him there, but at the same time, it is right in the middle of my staircase. I need to figure out what to do with this guy. Okay, well, I gave up on looking. I just ended up killing a bunch of them. It doesn't really matter. I wish I knew where they were, but I got the next 4 built. We have huge thanks to Glenrook, thank you very much for subscribing. We have Danesto, thank you for subscribing. Godzilla Boy 89, thank you. And Ashley Deck, thank you very much. You guys are amazing. And you know who else is amazing? Everyone else. Oh my, the tunnel has gotten so long. We are deep into grays. We're deep into grays. It feels so good. And if any of you would like to join any of these wonderful people in this tunnel, please feel free to subscribe and then drop it in the comments that you subscribed so that I can know to put you in here. That would be very appreciated. And you can be cemented in my world for, until I die. Definitely not forever. And so with that, it is time to end our episode. Thanks everyone very much for watching. I hope you guys had a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.